Microsoft outages caused by CrowdStrike software glitch disrupt airlines and businesses globally. Banks, airlines, TV networks, and health systems worldwide, all dependent on Microsoft 365 apps, experienced widespread outages on Friday. The outages led to the cancellation of thousands of flights and train services globally, including over 1,000 in the US, along with disruptions to various public and retail services. Here are the details about the outages. What triggered the global Microsoft outages? The outages were caused by a technical issue identified by cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike in its software. CrowdStrike provides antivirus software for Microsoft's Windows devices. The root cause has been addressed, but residual impacts continue to affect some Microsoft 365 apps and services. We are implementing additional measures to provide relief, Microsoft stated on social media. When contacted by CBS News, CrowdStrike's technical support line played a recorded message acknowledging reports of crashes on Microsoft systems linked to its Falcon sensor software. In a statement to CBS News and on social media, CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz confirmed the issue had been identified and a solution was being implemented. CrowdStrike is working actively with customers impacted by a defect found in a single content update for Windows hosts. Mac and Linux hosts are unaffected, Kurtz said. This is not a security incident or cyber attack. The issue has been identified, isolated, and a fix has been deployed. Which services were affected by the Microsoft outages? As of Friday morning, over 1,000 flights within, into, or out of the US were cancelled, and more than 2,000 were delayed, according to FlightAware. Globally, over 21,000 flights were delayed, with the number expected to increase. American Airlines, Delta Airlines, and United Airlines resumed some flight departures later Friday morning after earlier halting operations due to the outages. We are resuming some flights but expect schedule disruptions to continue throughout Friday, United Airlines said in a statement. In Europe, Lufthansa, KLM, and SAS Airlines reported disruptions. Zurich, Switzerland's largest airport, announced that planes were not allowed to land, according to CBS News Partner Network. In India, at Delhi's primary airport, all operations were manual as electric check-in terminals were non-functional and gate information was updated by hand on a whiteboard. Hospitals in Germany cancelled elective surgeries on Friday, while doctors in the UK faced issues accessing their online booking systems. UK pharmacists reported disruptions in medicine deliveries and prescription access. The London Stock Exchange experienced disruptions in its regulatory news service, but trading remained unaffected. A spokesperson for the New York Stock Exchange confirmed that markets were fully operational and expected to open normally. When will the Microsoft outages be resolved? New Zealand's acting Prime Minister David Seymour stated on social media that officials were working to understand the impact of the widespread outages. I have not received any reports suggesting these issues are related to malicious cyber activity, Seymour said. A spokesman for Germany's Interior Ministry also indicated there was no evidence suggesting the outages were due to a cyber attack, as reported by Reuters. Despite CrowdStrike's ongoing fixes, some problems will take time to resolve, said Omar Grossman, Chief Information Officer at identity security firm CyberArk. The issue involves endpoint detection and response, EDR, products running on individual client computers. Since the endpoints have crashed with the blue screen of death, they cannot be updated remotely. The issue must be resolved manually, endpoint by endpoint. This process is expected to take days, Grossman said.